It's Wednesday, everybody, and you know what that means. Okay, so first of all, I want to go over this again because it came up Sunday in a couple conversations. So I want to explain to you what GaFUMCk actually means. It's Godfrey First United Methodist Church. And I spelled it this way. I put the A in there so you know it's a G, and then the K at the end so you know the C is a hard K sound. So because what's up GaFUMPs just sounds dumb. So it's what's up GaFUMPs. And we talk about all kinds of stuff going on here at Godfrey First. So before we get to anything, last week I came to you from the backyard of Susan's mom and dad's house. We had just finished packing everything up. Truck was already on its way, and new movers were getting ready to move in on Thursday. And it just so happens that her mom passed away. Doji Motah passed away on Wednesday night, late Wednesday night. So Susan and I want to thank you all for the prayers and support and well wishes and comments on Facebook and offers to bring food and all kinds of stuff over to us. It's been just an overwhelming amount of support, and we can't thank you all enough for your kind words and everything, your generosity that you've shown towards us and her family. So we want to thank you all for that. So secondly, I want to talk about the date. This is a very significant week for us. We are celebrating the 1-year anniversary of our last normal in-person worship. It was March 8th of last year that we sat in worship like normal. We had youth group like normal. Everything was like normal because we had no idea that the following week, March 15th, would be our first week online for about a year. And man, what an amazing year it's been. And I don't really mean amazing in a great way. There's been some really good things happen, but it's been a very trying and testing year for all of us, all over the world. So it's been a year, guys, since we knew what normal was. And I remember sitting in the classroom in the school district I was in on March 16th, and them saying, oh, we're going to go home for a couple weeks. Everybody's going to be at home, and we're going to come back, and no worries. Man, it's been a long 2 weeks, am I right? So that's this week. So here's a couple announcements. Get to announcements. We're going to get over to Barb and Pastor Jay because they got more announcements. I do want to thank everybody for your support for the Polar Plunge. If you've not seen it yet, there's a video on the church's Facebook page. We had 15 people sign up to do the plunge, and we had 14 show up. We had one person that couldn't make it at the last minute. But we set a goal to raise $2,000 for Special Olympics, and we raised $2,580. So we went over by $580 with your generous support. So thank you very, very much. Alyssa Knight was our top getter. She got $500 in donations. And it was so cool to see so many people from church come out and watch. And Matt Rothy was our first plunger. He's an ambassador for the Polar Plunge for the state of Illinois for Special Olympics. So again, thank you so much for your support of that awesome fundraiser, and we look forward to doing it again next year. Another announcement, Ignite starts this Sunday at 5 o'clock. If you know a middle school or high school youth that wants to be part of our Ignite Youth Choir for 2021, we have an information meeting at 5 o'clock. Now, even if you've been in the group before, we encourage everyone to come to this meeting so you can have input on what the summer is going to look like. It's going to be different than we normally do because there's still restrictions from COVID and things we can and can't do yet. So I want everybody's input on how that's going to look. But we do have some outdoor things planned. We're still going to plan a trip to Branson and do some stuff. So come out for that. So that's Ignite. So I have a new book, and I'm not going to do any lessons from it today, but I wanted to share it with you. It's called The Mr. Rogers Effect, and it's 7 secrets to bringing out the best in yourself and others from America's beloved neighbor. Now, isn't that sweet? So I'm going to start reading this book, and over the next 7 weeks or so, I'm going to be highlighting some lessons from this in our What's Up GaFUMCk. But we have a ton of information and announcements this week, so we're not going to get to any of that. So let's get our maxes on, and let's go see Barb and Jay. Barb is, working hard like she always does, and so I hope we don't interrupt her. Oh, she's not even there. Let's see. Is she under there? Is she under the desk? No. Sometimes she goes and takes a nap under the desk, so she's under the. Oh, there she is.
Hi.
There's Barb.
Hi.
Hiding in Pastor Jay's office. So Barb.
Yes.
I left my notes in my office, but I forget what you were going. Oh, the survey. Survey.
We've had a good response so far, but we can always use more. You got the survey, hopefully, with a self-addressed stamped envelope, so you don't even have to go to the post office and buy an expensive stamp. We did that for you.
That's so nice.
I know.
Isn't she nice? She's just the nicest.
So just fill that out, please. Put it in that envelope and put it in the mail. We'd like to have them back by March 14th, please.
All right, listening posts. How many listening posts do we have left? We have
one tomorrow, Thursday, 10 o'clock in the morning.
1 o'clock in the afternoon.
I'm sorry, no morning.
She meant to say 1 o'clock.
I meant that. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 7 o'clock in the evening, both in person, in church.
And they have to call you to make a reservation.
That would be appreciated.
And then we added 2 more on Sunday.
Sunday morning at 9:30. That's after the 8:30 service, in between 10:30 and 8:45. 8:30 and 10:45. And then there's one at noon.
Barb had a really long lunch, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, okay. 9:30 and noon would be the listening posts on Sunday.
All right, so I want to let you know that the listening posts have been going about an hour and 15, hour and a half-ish or so. So the one at 9:30 is going to be kind of short. It's going to be shorter than normal. So if you plan to stay and you have a lot to say, I would come at noon instead. But if you just want a brief outline of what's happening, 9:30 is the time for you.
There you
Anything
go.
else, Barb?
That's all I have right now. I better stop while I can.
She better
still
stop.
talk.
Barb's got a Parcheesi tournament this weekend. She's going to go get ready for. So there's Pastor Jay. Pastor Jay's got a couple big announcements.
Yep.
To come up, so.
I'm editing one, and you can't see it. So this is going to be a special edition of the March Messenger for Holy Week. So you're going to be able to see everything, but it's just a little bit more editing. Then it'll be ready for y'all. So we got that, and don't forget that this Sunday is communion. So we are planning on for Holy Week. We're going to do Palm Sunday, Maundy, Thursday, Good Friday, and then we're going to be doing Easter worship. We're not going to give away any details right now because we want to make sure that we have everything all cemented in. And the only other thing to lift up is if you're feeling called to do VBS, if you want to lead it, not just participate, but lead it, we're looking for that too. So that's my big announcements for this week. Joe, you got anything else?
Very cool. No, that's awesome, Pastor Jay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You want to just say bye joke or anything like that? Anything funny?
Why don't cannibals eat clowns? Do you know, Joe?
Oh, for crying out loud. Because they
It
taste
tastes
funny.
It's one of my favorite terrible jokes.
It's
That's
time
my
for us
favorite.
to get dad jokes. He's in with dad jokes already. All right, so all kinds of stuff going on here at God for First. We're going to tuck back in here. Hey, one thing I wanted to bring up too. Here we have this prayer wall, this wailing wall. And it's something we've had up for a few years now. If you have a prayer concern or anything that you'd like to share, please bring those up. You can come out into the hallway before service, after service, anytime during the week, and put that prayer concern in the wall. On Youth Sunday, which is at the end of May, we're going to burn those prayers, pray over them one more time. We're going to burn them and then send those prayers up to God. So all kinds of things. Communion this Sunday after worship. The VBS thing I do want to mention too. Hey, I know a lot of you have been involved in VBS before. It doesn't have to look like it's been in the past. It doesn't have to be 5 days a week. It can be over a weekend. It can be a week at a time for a few weeks in a row. It may just be one day. Whatever you want to do, if you feel called to help organize some kind of VBS, let us know so we can get something for the kids for this summer. So that's it. There's all kinds of stuff going on here. Holy Week is going to be a lot of fun. We have some things planned for that. So get involved. Lots to do. Get your surveys in. That's all I got. It's What's Up GaFUMCk for this Wednesday. Blessings, Godfrey first.